to you by Penguin.
The Audiobook of the Year by James Harkin, Andrew Hunter Murray, Anna Ptaszynski and Dan Schreiber. Read by James Harkin, Andrew Hunter Murray, Anna Ptaszynski and Dan Schreiber. And me, Jane Hill, with music by Emperor Yes.
Hello and welcome to the Audiobook of the Year, an annual wrap-up of the most interesting things that we found over the news of the last 12 months. My name is Dan Schreiber and I'm sitting here with Andrew Hunter Murray, James Harkin and Anna Ptaszynski, and once again we have gathered around the microphones this time to bring you our book.
Should we say what the book is, or should we just start reading it out, or...?
I think we should say what it is.
Well, what is it then?
Well, this book is not going to be your classic wrap-up. It's not going to be telling you all the big headline stories about Trump and Brexit and North Korea and Russian hacking.
Although it is going to tell you lots of stories about all of those things.
Yeah. Yes.
I've seen the Trump index page. It is absolutely massive.
Okay, that's true, but it's going to be the little things that you didn't quite know. And also, we are hoping to put forward the lesser-known news stories of the year in our book.
That is right. So what we've done is we've spent the entire year reading every single little nugget of news we can possibly find, ploughing through all the newspapers from around the world, and we've taken the most interesting stuff out of them and we've put it into this audiobook.
That's right. It's not just about Trump. This was also the year that the reincarnation of King Arthur went to court to challenge a parking fine that he got at Stonehenge. It's also the year that German scientists revealed that the best way to avoid slipping over on ice is to walk like a penguin. And it is the year that the Russian website that regulates the banning of websites accidentally banned itself.
That's absolutely right. It's been a year when there's been protests, there's been governments wobbling. We've been pretty much on the verge of nuclear war for the whole year. But this book is going to give you 365 different ways to look at the utter madness that was 2017.
All right. In a very particular order, here we go.
A, in which we learn how Brexit was triggered in a space egg, whether computers or humans are better at Pac-Man, why Australia is airdropping kangaroo sausages, which king doubles as an airline pilot, and who's invented an underwater warehouse. Aardvarks.
A zookeeper performed mouth to snout on an aardvark for an hour. Only 5 aardvarks were born in Europe in 2016, so when one was born in the Polish city of Wrocław this year and struggled to survive, the head of the small mammals division at the zoo there, Andrzej Miozga, did all he could to keep him alive. We spoke to Wrocław Zoo and asked how you perform CPR on an aardvark. This is what they said. Mr. Miozga acted on instinct. He cut the cord, placed the baby on his fleece jacket and started rubbing it vigorously but gently with a towel. He then placed the baby's snout in his mouth and blew the air in. At the same time, he was doing chest compressions using his fingers and continued rubbing with a towel. After a few rounds, the little heart started beating, but the cub still wasn't breathing. So Mr. Miozga went on with the mouth-to-snout ventilation. Altogether, it took about 1 hour after he came out.
I am so glad you didn't do the accent there. I thought we were going to start on a big Polish accent.
I like the idea that to do mouth to snout on an aardvark, you have to hold the end of the aardvark snout, and then basically you can get both your hands around the rest of the aardvark snout.
For people listening, Andy is doing the mime.
Like playing a trumpet.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. This reminds me of a story, actually, that happened quite a few years ago in China. There was a small monkey that had eaten a peanut, and it wasn't allowed to eat the peanut because its stomach couldn't digest it. So someone had thrown it into the cage, and it laid on its back in the cage, dying. And it was such a rare little monkey, they couldn't actually operate on it. So no one knew what to do. All these zookeepers were going, how are we going to save this monkey? And suddenly, Zhang Bangshen, who was the veteran zookeeper at that zoo, stepped forward and said, I know how to save this monkey. And he went up to the monkey, and he didn't perform mouth to snout, or mouth to mouth even, on the monkey. He performed mouth to bum-bum. I'm
sorry.
Could you spare us this technical mumbo jumbo?
He licked the monkey's butt for over an hour, sort of drawing the peanut through the system. Kind of like, you know, if you drop a ball in a pool and you have to do that little wavy thing at the corner to bring the ball back to you. He licked for an hour this peanut out of the...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?